Morning, guys. We're on Proverbs 19, reading from verse 21 to verse 29. Verse 21, there are many devices or plans in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord shall stand. Men have plans to do this and that, but ultimately God decides the outcome. And so we need to remember His sovereignty, and we need to commit everything to Him, not just rush ahead. Verse 22, the desire of a man is his kindness, or in New American, steadfast love, or ESV. Or what is desirable in a man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. So it's desirable to be kind, to show love, and it's more desirable to be truthful and poor than to be a liar. Verse 23, the fear of the Lord tendeth to life, or leads to life, and he that has it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil or harm. So in other words, he'll be untouched by evil. And when you think of the fear of the Lord, and you will automatically avoid evil and not go near evil. Verse 24, a slothful or a sluggard, slothful man hideth his hand in the bowl or in the dish, and will not so much as bring it up to his mouth again. He's too lazy to even feed himself. And he can reach down for the food, but he's too lazy to bring it to his mouth. Proverbs 26 verse 15 says the same thing. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish, it wears him out to bring it back to his mouth. And so it's terrible to get yourself into that laziness. Verse 25, smite a scoffer or strike a scoffer, and the simple will beware. Or the simple will learn prudence, or the naive will become shrewd. Reprove the one that has understanding, and he will understand knowledge. And so we see three different people here. The scoffers are rebuked because they learn nothing. The simple people are warned by looking at the scoffer and by seeing that he gets that punishment, so they try to avoid that punishment. So the simple need to learn from it. And thirdly, the person with understanding will deepen the wisdom from any reproof. So ultimately, the one with understanding who looks at all of this, takes heed, receives instruction, receives rebuke, and then he's the one who grows in that wisdom and understanding. Verse 26, he that wasteth or is violence or assaults his father, and one who chaseth or drives away his mother, is a son that causes shame and brings reproach. And so one should never ever hit your father or mother. There should be always a respect shown to your parents. Verse 27, cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causeth, or stay away from the words, causeth one to err. So cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causes one to stay away from the words of knowledge. Is there something that's preventing you from reading the word and gaining a knowledge? Then rather get rid of that thing. It could be a series on the TV, it could be a hobby, something that could bring you, keep you from reading the scriptures. Verse 28, an ungodly witness scorneth judgment, and the mouth of the wicked devoureth iniquity. 29, judgments of condemnation are prepared for scorners, and stripes on the back of fools. And so fools need to have the rod, and they need to be beaten. And so there's always that aspect that in the Proverbs specifically, that you mustn't leave the rod. The rod has a place for discipline.